Happy 4th of July, folks! At least the Americans out there. On July 4th, Americans celebrate their Declaration of Independence from Great Britain. Given what Great Britain did last week, it seems like they started a trend. Consequences be damned. 240 years later, Independence Day has become a wild party with fireworks, alcohol, and, well, after the alcohol part, I can't really remember. That is what we're going to talk about today. Historian William Rorabaugh took a look at alcohol in American history and found that there was a period where the entire country was off the rails. William Rorabaugh was looking for a dissertation topic and found at Berkeley a bunch of temperance pamphlets from the 1820s and 30s. Temperance movements being activists trying to curb or stop the consumption of alcohol. Berkeley was a long way from the East Coast where these pamphlets came from, so Rorabaugh thought that meant there must have been quite a bit of drinking going on in this period. American life was heavily intertwined with the hooch. The tavern has long been a center for social gatherings, political debates, military strategizing, and of course, any good D&D campaign. Most historians of the Revolution, for example, would argue that the story of the War of Independence could not be disassociated with the story of old taverns. Alcohol, either as a drink or a remedy, was integral to early American life. Pubs were very much the center of the community. They'd go up next to courthouses and churches and aided them in their institutional functions. Before trials, the defendants, attorneys, judges, and jurymen would gather to drink. When things were settled out of court, where do you think it happened? If a big case drew a crowd, it might have been necessary to have the court case in the tavern, as it would seat everyone. Church congregations would meet up to drink before or after the church services. Pubs were so central, the government strictly regulated them and vetted bartenders extensively. The American Revolution became entwined with not only independence, but the desire to overturn strict upper-class social order. Liberty from the crown became somehow associated with the right to enjoy a few glasses of rum. Elite control of taverns was part of the English control of America. It's not too surprising, then, that the first major revolt against the new American Republic was actually the Whiskey Rebellion. It was actually about the imposition of a tax on whiskey. They saw restricting whiskey as against revolutionary principles. Freedom often meant the freedom to drink. The 19th century would see the beginning of anti-alcohol sentiments. The rampant spread of alcoholism in America led to poverty and abuse. So, if you're going to partake in the great American tradition, do it safely. Happy 4th of July, my silly neighbors to the south. Hope you're having a good time. If you have any fun or quirky stories about what it means to be American, leave it down below. And of course, subscribe for more Step Back.